My son asked me, "Dad, where did you learn to throw an axe like that?" I said, "In the Sahara forest." He said, "Isn't it called the Sahara Desert?" I said, "Well, it's what they call it now." Welcome to Shave&Butcher. Have I told that joke before? I hope I haven't. Well, if I did, it's a pretty good one, isn't it? Great to see you back. Well, great for you that I'm back, rather. You're welcome. I'm taking this one for another spin. The French razor from Thiers, which is not a Thierry, it's something else, which is very long and French, and I can never remember what it is. Same razor as last time, and today I'm shaving with the only soap I bloom for a few seconds. It's Mitchell's Wool Fat. I haven't used this in a while. For a few months ago, I used it for a stretch of, I don't know, a couple of weeks, I think, which was interesting. I think I have the old version, the old formula. It could be the vegan one, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure, no, it isn't. It's the old recipe. Perhaps not the recipe from, what is it, 1893, as it says here, but you know, something like it with lanolin, with animal fat, all the good stuff. So I'm blooming that because it doesn't hurt. You don't have to, but you can. It's a hard soap. And Mitchell's Wool Fat should be lathered, I think, with a Badger brush. So this is a Badger brush. It's the handle I made myself in ceramic school. So there's the little autograph and the date. It's can't remember how big, 24 millimeter, I think, Badger knot that I purchased off the friends at Magarts. Okay, so it's been blooming for a little while. Now, what you should do with blooming water, and I forgot because I bloom so very seldom, is you can pour it into your hand and you can actually work it into the lather. Puck is loose, it's in the traditional ceramic bowl. Now, there is a gentleman called Bear, the Bear Man, who has an interesting technique where he calls it frothing. Okay, so I'm going to load for quite a while now. Frothing, so you pour water into the soap container. It doesn't work with a ceramic bowl with a ceramic lid, but it works in a closed plastic container. So you put water in it a little bit and you shake it until you get a froth, and you use the froth to build a lather. It's quite interesting. It actually works. So the brush doesn't touch the soap. You only use the froth. I just had a nasty association with something else, which I won't say because it's a lot of children watching, obviously, as you get with shaving videos. Okay, so I burnt my whole face today and my arms and everything. I was out in the garden all day. I actually got up at 4:30 this morning, so by the time my wife had woken up, I'd paid all the bills for the month. I'd taken the dog for a walk. I'd been to the driving range to hit about 100 golf balls, and I had trimmed around about 30-40 meters of hedge when she woke up. So I did my bit, but I actually worked all day, and it was a long day and the sun is shining. So, and I forgot sunscreen, like I always do. I never put sunscreen on. You really should. Okay, so I've been loading this for a while. You can see how flimsy this is. This is like froth. Sometimes you can build the lather, sometimes not so much. We'll see. I need more lather than usual because I haven't shaved since you last saw me, which was, I think, about a week ago. So I've been looking like a bit of a bum for a week. I don't like to have a few days worth of beard in the winter when my face is white / green / gray. I enjoy it more, and I think I look better in the summer when I have a bit of a bronze, bit of a suntan. So I quite like it. Now, I'm maybe the only person in the universe who finds that attractive, but it's my face, so why the hell not? Okay, so now I've moved the foam around and it has more of a solid consistency. Ideally, you want it to be like dental paste, dentifrice. And we're almost there. Yeah, this is the lanolin stuff. I can smell it. I can smell the dirty, fat smell of a sheep as you're cozying up to it. Camel. Never done that. Although my grandfather did have sheep, actually. He was a farmer, he had all kinds of animals. Cows, obviously, not too many, about 20 of them. This was a long time ago. Pigs, usually. Sheep, always, just for meat. My grandmother kept chickens. Although there weren't chickens because they were laying eggs and she had them for eggs. Or for coucou-vin. So when you're tired of egg, you make coucou-vin. And you know what? You can actually make coucou-vin of the females. It's actually very nice. Because let's face it, there aren't a lot of cocks around. Did you know that when they make chicken, or before they make chicken, they make eggs, right? So eggs, and then the eggs go to a hatching plant, and I can't remember the number, but sort of 98% of the male chicken, and I guess it's about 50% to start with. Almost all of them just get killed, and the others go for egg manufacturing. Okay, so I better concentrate because Mitchell's wool fat isn't always easy to build a good lather of. So I'm gradually adding water to the mix. Sorry for the tap running. But I am adding water all the time. So it's starting to look better. A few peaks. This is so much easier with the synthetic brush. Although I shouldn't say that out loud, should I? It's getting there. Still a bit foamy. So what do? We add even more water. Oh, that was a bit too much. And the trick with Mitchell's is when you think you're done, when you think you have a good lather, you realize you don't. So you keep going. So you got the soap, you got the water, wow, it's flying all over the place. And you have agitation, and that makes your soap. So when you think I've had enough of the sea of love, I'll take more than another river full, yes, and I'll make it all worthwhile. I'll make your heart smile. Okay, so when I try to monetize that, I get it beating. Because that was, the resemblance to the original was cunning, wasn't it? Okay, maybe, perhaps, yes, maybe, perhaps, no. Okay, so copyright infringement, extravaganza. We'll take it. We'll take that lather, find out if we regret it. Okay, cheers. Buffalo Trace. Let's see. Va voir. Okay, so I almost never shave up here. So I can't see what I'm doing. Wow, that was uncomfortable. Did we get it? I think we got most of it. Okay. And rock and roll. Still a decent edge. Not fantastic, but it's mine. What do you think about the lather? It's huge. Okay, falls off the razor. It's not that really dense lather you get of modern soap. But it's about as good as it gets with Mitchell's Wolfat. Wow, shaving off a week's worth of growth is such a treat. Such a treat. So a little bit of the lather gets stuck on the razor, so that's an indication when I rinse, I mean, just a little bit, but that's an indication it's not a perfect lather. I just think it's quite interesting to shave with the soap that you're familiar with, you've used it for a lot of times, you've made, you know, tutorials of how to lather Mitchell's Wolfat, and you make an effort, you take your time, and still, you know, it's a bit off. Isn't that interesting? I think so. I just think that's one of the things that makes traditional shaving so interesting. What's your experience with the fats? See, I rinsed that and there's a little bit left. If you have a perfect lather, there's nothing left. Okay, bit of blood. That's not a cut, that's a pimple. Edge is feeling really good now. It was just a slow starter. It's a slow starter edge. Okay, it's coming off. You know, second pass. After I've rinsed my face and thereby added a bit of moisture, and then I apply the lather, it's gonna be perfect. So, not on purpose this, but it is a thing with Mitchell's Wolfat. So if your lather is perfect the way you want it, perfect moisture content on the first pass, and if you rinse your face with water, which some people do, some people don't, there is a risk it's going to be a little bit too wet. So if it's a little bit too dry on the first run, second pass is going to be bloody perfect. Oh, I like this brush. Even though synthetic brushes are perhaps preferable, you know, in terms of consistency, it's always the same thing. They're easy to use, they're easy to clean, they're easy to, you know, you don't have to let it sit in a cup for 5-10 minutes before. But there, you know, there's something about a natural hairbrush. Okay, passo due. This is a good edge. I take it all back. Bloody brilliant edge. Who made that? Ah, right. I was watching Sean Stapelfeld on Friday. He did a live honing and shaving video. There were close to 200 people watching him live. That's impressive. Good job, Sean. He's the new wet shaving YouTube internet sensation. He's also pleasant to watch, pleasant to listen to, gives good advice. If I remember, I'll put a link to his YouTube channel if by any chance you don't know him and you want to check him out. So I think if you shave with straight razors in particular, you will want to subscribe for sure. He's a little bit of a genius, that boy. And as I said, you know, he's an entertainer. And I mean, that's the business we're in, right? The entertainment business. I entertain myself shaving and you watch for a while until the joke is done. So if you stayed until now, God bless. Again, not a cat. I do cut myself. I do. Sometimes quite a bit, actually. I'm shaving with a straight razor for, I don't know, a long time. 15 years, maybe not 50, but a long time. I still cut myself like an idiot. C'est ça, ne pas un coup. I don't know if that's French. I dabble in French. I have a French razor. Coupe-chou français. That feels good. Might be the heroin, but you know, it feels good. It really does. And you know what? When I rinse the razor, everything comes off, which is the way I want it. So, proves my point. The lather, if you rinse your face between coatings, the lather is going to be more wet on the second pass. And don't get me started on the third pass. I mean, that's ridiculous. This is why a lot of people, probably most people who are particular about the lather, don't actually rinse their face in between passes. But I do, because I don't know, I've always done that. Okay, so that was the shave. Let's have a feel, see what it feels like. Très bien. If I can say it myself, très bien. So with Mitchell's, when you rinse, you have this feeling you got half a dead sheep on your face. And I mean that in a good way. Wow, that was nice. Wonder if I should put alum on the little spot I cut open. I'm thinking probably not. So what do we use for aftershave? I haven't planned anything. What do we use? Something traditional. Skin bracer, or my friend Michel's Turkish stuff. That's what we're going with. Shake it up, baby, now shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Right, copyright infringement, strike 3. We're toast. So my friend Razor Michel recommended this. Cheap and cheerful, Turkish aftershave. I love this stuff. Not an aggressive smell or scent, and it's a little bit tacky to start with, like a good aftershave should be. You know, if it just disappears immediately, doesn't do anything for you except the burn. But this one, we give it half a minute. What is that, 20 seconds? It's already starting to not be tacky. And after a minute, skin's like, let's go. Let's go. That was a good shave. It was a shave with, got lather all over. A shave with Mitchell's bull fat. The good stuff. Le fat. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful week. I'll catch you soon. Stay sharp.